Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and as I'm sure you can tell from their super fancy packaging, this is another Zebralight review. Got the H31F, H31Fw. Let's open these up, show you what you get on the inside. Instruction manual, you've got the light itself, and then back in here you have a headband, and then under there you have a pocket clip if you want to use it to attach to your jacket or your backpack or anything like that. Some spare O-rings, all the regular stuff you get with the Zebralight headlamps, and then your H31Fw, same kind of stuff. Except this one actually has a different kind of clip on it. You can see it has the removable clip. These are both new lights. Not sure why they did different clips on them, but for now they are different. So here's the two lights. I'll zoom in so you can see. Light's a little bit better. One thing you'll notice on these is that they actually have frosted lenses as opposed to the unfrosted lens on the H31. So what that does is it spreads out the beam, and I'll show you that better in a little bit. Button up here on the top. Here's your battery compartment cover. See down in there. We're going to go and stick 1, 2, 3 in. Stick one in the other one as well. And I already have one in the H31, and we'll show you the difference in the beams here in just a second. Alright, got that all put back together. So the interface on these lights. My favorite interface in the world. I always have an SC30 in my pocket because I think it's a super useful interface, at least for the kind of stuff that I do. So you have 3 different modes. You can get to all 3 modes from it being off. If you press and hold, you have the lowest one. This is all from off. So double click, medium, tap it, and you have the highest output. Each of those has a secondary output as well. So each mode you have 2 outputs, and you just double click to switch between the 2. So 2 different outputs in the highest, 2 different outputs in the lowest. Doesn't look like it's on, but it is. And then 2 different outputs in the medium. And if you want to just easily cycle between, you can just press and hold, and it'll cycle through the 3 different outputs. So you can set it up exactly how you want, and it does have a memory, so it'll be able to memorize exactly how you want it set up. After watching some of the previous videos I've done on Zebralight headlamps, I realized that I never really talk about the headband itself, which is kind of bad for a headlamp review. So I'll show you how that works real quick. You have the little holder. Light just whoops turns on when you press the button. So let's slide it into the holder, and you can see it actually holds it in place really well. It doesn't seem like it does, but especially when it's curved against your forehead, it holds the light in place really well. It's still easy to turn. You can just reach up, tap the switch, real easy activation whenever you need it. So you can set it up exactly how you want, turn it at whatever angle you need, and you can do whatever you want. Alright, let's turn the exposure way down, and I'll show you the difference in the tints between these 2 lights. Okay, the exposure is turned way down. H31F, H31Fw, and I changed the color balance a little as well because I want to make it a little more accurate. So there it is on medium. That's your H31F, H31Fw. So you can see a little bit warmer color on the FW, but greens and browns, like especially this wood board, they look a lot more green and brown. So you don't have quite the lumen output. It's not going to be as bright as the cool white one, but you get a little bit better color. I personally like them more. Some people prefer the higher output. It's a personal preference kind of thing. And to show you the difference between the beam pattern that you get on the H31F or any of the flood versions versus the regular version, there that is on medium, there that is on medium. So you can see much more focused beam on the H31. So if you want distance, if you want a little bit of throw, the regular one without the flood, without that frosted lens, is definitely the better way to go. If you want it to just spread out, light up more of everything you have in front of you, or for up close kind of stuff like reading, then one of the frosted lenses is definitely the way to go. Alright, let's take all these outside and we'll see how they do outside. Okay, we're out here with the 3 Zebralight models. Got the big 40 mag light that I always use. So let's give that mag light a shot first. See how it does. Little bush about 15 feet away. Tree out there at 100 feet. Zoom in on that so you can see that a little bit better. Alright, first off we are going to try out the H31, the regular non-frosted version, just so you can have a base mark. You can see that lights up the whole backyard really well. Kind of a hot spot there in the center, so you get a bright spot in the center of the beam. And for up close kind of stuff, we'll drop it down to one of the lower outputs, show you down on the ground. You can see it's really focused, so you can imagine up close. Not that great for reading or you know, looking in your pack or anything like that. Works okay, but I really prefer the floody beams of the other two. So here is going to be the H31F. You can see a little bit more spread out beam. Definitely does not have the throw of the H31, but out there at 100 feet, that tree still lights it up pretty well. But the nice thing about it is my whole backyard's lit up. Nice, floody, clean, even beam. Does really well. So that's the H31F. And there's your H31Fw. So not quite the output of either of the other models, but really good colors on that one. You can see greens and browns are really green and brown as compared to the kind of washed out look you get with the cool white. But yeah, it definitely does not have the output. And I'd put these side by side, but honestly they would basically just kind of wash together, so I'm not going to do that. But I will just cycle through the 3 different outputs of each one real quick, just so you can see that. And that's the cool white one. So there you go. Those are the new flood versions of the H31. So that's the H31F and H31Fw. Got them both on at the same time. I said I wouldn't do it. As you can tell, it doesn't. Kind of hard to tell the difference between the two. They kind of merge together. Anyway, you can get these from us at goinggear.com. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com.